Welcome to my channel where deep faith and simple living go hand in hand. If you're new here, my name is Tega, married to Sam with 3 children, and we live in Ireland. Today I'll be making Nigerian meat pie while I tell you a little story. When I was in Trinity College studying nursing some 15 years ago, I used to make these meat pies to class every day. I usually make 20 to class and I sell one for €1 each. I make very delicious meat pies and the students will be passing their money for their meat pie to me while the class is going on. I needed to find ways to supplement my finances then. Then I was working as a healthcare assistant, paying my rent, caring for a child and myself while also financing my college. I rented one of my rooms out as well, trying to make ends meet. Before break time, I would have sold the 20 meat pies, giving me €20. One day's sale was enough to buy my train ticket for the week. I also began to get contracts to make meat pies and other snacks for parties. Story for another day. There was this particular day, after rushing to make the 20 meat pies in the morning, I needed to drive to the train station, but the meat pies were still too hot to pack up in the carrier bag. So I decided to leave them on the tray, put the tray in my car, and we pack up the meat pie once I get to the train station. I then held the tray on one hand and attempted to walk down the outside stairs to the car. I didn't know that it was a very windy day. As I stepped out, the wind just blew the tray away and there goes my €20 meat pies all over the pavement. Oh, what a sad morning. Anyway, water under the bridge. I did lots of hustling then. I'll be sharing the stories from time to time. Now I no longer make meat pies for sale anymore because I no longer have the time for it. But those were the good old days. I now make once in a while for friends and families. For the minced meat stuffing, I used 400 grams of minced meat, 3 large onions, 4 Irish potatoes. The large onions and the potatoes were diced, and 1 grated carrot. The spices are 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1 tablespoon of thyme, 1 tablespoon of curry, 6 Maggi or Knorr cubes, and salt to taste. I chopped up the onions and the potatoes using the food processor, but it can also be done with a knife. I fried the onions in half cup of vegetable oil for about 5 minutes. I then added the mince and let it cook for 10 minutes before adding the spices and salt. This was left to cook for another 5 minutes before adding the chopped potatoes and 1 cup of water to cook the potatoes. This will cook for about 10 minutes, stirring it every minute to prevent it from burning. Keep tasting the potato, and once it's no longer crunchy, add the grated carrots. Once the grated carrot is added, also add 2 tablespoons of any flour to bind the meat stuffing together. Stir thoroughly and your minced meat stuffing is ready. Roll the dough to be about half an inch thick. Cut up the dough using a round cup. This will make about 25 meat pies. Roll out each cut out dough to form an oval shape and add the minced stuffings in the middle. Cover it all by folding one end over the mince. Close the edges using a fork. Arrange in a tray, and you can glaze the top of the meat pie using a raw egg, just to add some sheen to the meat pie when it comes out of the oven. Bake in the oven for about 15 minutes at 180 degrees or until golden brown. You can also use a fork to put some holes in the meat pie for aeration. Bring the tray out of the oven and your meat pie is ready. This turned out so delicious. Try it and let me know. Thanks for watching and listening to my story. See you on the next video. Bye.